Hi guys, we're going to do some fractions operations, addition and subtraction in the one, because they're very similar. So let's put a little heading in here. Whoops, what happened there? Okay, fractions, add and subtract. So for example, 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5, well that's just 2 plus 1 over 5. So it's like 2 oranges plus 1 orange is 3 oranges. Think of it that way. So the common denominator is the same. So in this case, it's easy. If on the other hand, you have 2 over 5 plus 3 over 5, or 3 over 4, say, the denominator there is different. So we have to make them the same. We're going to choose just to multiply the 4 and the 5. That will be the lowest common multiple in this case. That's always the best. But if you just multiply them and it's not the lowest common one, you can still do it. Then you multiply top and bottom by a number, which makes it 20. So in this case, 4 for this one and 5 for the other one. You don't have to show all this working, but I'm just demonstrating it, of course. Oops, did I say 15? No, that's no good, is it? It's 15, right? So that's 8 plus 15 is 23. And there you go, that's 1 and 3/20. So that's already correct, but that's different format. Now let's try another one. 3/4 plus 1 over 6. Here the lowest common multiple is actually 12. You could use 24. So multiplying top and bottom of that one by 3, that'll give you, so we'll write out the working just for those people who might not be as fast. Multiply this one by 2, that'll give you a 12 on the bottom there. And then that gives you 9 over 12 plus 2 over 12, which is 11 over 12. Now, if I just change pen color for a sec, if I chose 24 instead, then you can go 24, multiply that by 24, and you can sort of do the cross multiply thing. So that's 3 times 6 is 18, plus 4 times 1. That gives you 22 on 24. Chop, chop. 2 into that goes 11, 2 into that goes 12. Same answer. So it doesn't matter which way you do it. If you prefer just to go blind and go 4 times 6 and then cross multiply, a lot of people do that automatically. And that's just fine, that works. No problem at all. Okay, now just another comment about mixed numbers. So if we have an example like 2 and 2/5, should I be numbering these examples? I'm not sure, maybe I should. What the hell? There we go. 2 and 2/5 plus 3 1/2. One of my students suggested that we go 2 plus 3 is 5, and you can do that. You can just add the whole parts. For addition, there's no problem. When there's a subtraction, there's a bit of a subtlety, but it'll still work. And then combine those other two. So we can use our little cross multiply trick. 2 times 2 is 4, 5 times 1 is 5. That gives you 5 9/10. Or there's an alternative. Whoops. If we do it the way a lot of people like to do this, they convert it. So you go 2 times 5 plus 2 is 12. Convert it to an improper fraction. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. I assume you guys know how to do that, you know. 3 times 2, do that little triangle thing. And then you do the normal thing. You can cross multiply this one, so that's 24 plus 35 over 10. So that gives you 59 over 10. So it wasn't too bad, was it? Again, that's 5 9/10, which is the same as it should be. Now with subtraction, it's exactly the same. So I'm just going to do one example for subtraction, or maybe two if I can fit it in. I might just change the pen color again though, to be consistent. Okay, for example, if we have 3 5/7 minus 1 2/7, you can just go 3 minus 1 is 2, and 5/7 minus 2/7 is 3/7. So it is just 2 3/7. So that works well and fine for that one. But let's pick another one where that might not work so well. So 5 1/7, for example, subtract 2 5/7. 5 minus 2 is 3, that works, so we can do that. And then I would go 1 plus 1 over 7 minus 5 over 7. This will actually give you a negative number. So that will be 3 minus 4 over 7. And then you can work that out in your head. 4 over 7 is 3 over 7 from a whole, so it's going to be 2 3/7. If you wanted to convert it and do it that way, that's another way of doing it as well. So there you go. That's a quick nutshell. Happy faces, I hope. Good run. Okay, guys. Thank you for listening and see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.